Hello everyone and welcome back to my tutorial. Today we're gonna continue to create our program by the GPT chat. The previous tutorials we already wrote our script, which is calculating how many elements we have and some additional data about date and the ID of the commit. Today we're gonna create the main menu for all of them, because right now, as you can see, if I wanna run the script, I should run the script from my IDE, so it's not so useful as I want. And the second thing what we're gonna do today, this is database, because I wanna save all the data from my previous calculation. If you are ready for this tutorial, let's get started. And before we will start to work with the main menu, what I wanna do, I wanna copy my code. I wanna go to the GPT chat and let's ask them divide code by different files. And here is my code, and let's start. Why I'm doing that? Because right now we have already pretty long the code. I want to divide it by two different files. For example, as the GPT chat suggesting us to configure, here the config, here is authentication, here is the commit process, and in the end you will see the main one. So here is the utilities. Now it will be more useful for us, because if we wanna, for example, create our code more bigger and more functional, and here as you can see the main one, and we have nothing here, just authentication and process commits, done. It's really perfect, because in main one we have just two functions, which is really pretty big. If you will see the process commits, where is the process commits? Process commit. So it's here, and as you can see, the most of the code now in other file. It's better for us. We just dividing it, and after that we can create another different file, which will be our user interface. I mean, in terminal, it's also the interface, but in terminal it will be much easiest to control it. Now go back to your code. As you can see here inside of my Speckle folder, I have only the main code. So you can see it here, the Speckle and AI. So we should what do? We should create the new Python file, and what we type of the file should create Python file, and here's the name, config.py. So we just copy this name, just place it here, or you can just type it, and you should copy here the code of which you have here. Just copy it and place it, and you should do it with all of the things what the GPT chat giving to us like advice. I already created, as you can see, all of these files already here, but I found some problem. Here everything alright, and config everything alright, notification we have the problem. As you can see, we don't have the get default function. Why is that? As you can see, we're not importing it, so we can of course ask the GPT to solve this problem, but we can just copy this function. We not wrote any new function, so if we not wrote any new function, we just can go to the main code, which is we divided, and use the just find it. I mean the control F just to define get a default account, and here the import of this get default account. You just can copy this part, go back to I think it was it was authentication, and place it here. Now as you can see, the get function it's getting from the Speckle API. So we can just close our Speckle and AI. I already copy everything here. The main program is our main program. Right click and run the main program, and let's see is it working or not. So as you can see here, the sum result, it's working, but now we don't need this main file, so you can save it in other place, because now it's not working with all of our scripts. I will place it somewhere here with my code words. I will place there. Now my program it's dividing by 5 different Python files. It will be much easiest for us. So now we are ready to create our main menu for our program, because right now, as you can see, we should always use the start, and it's starting the calculate straight away, so I don't want this. So we need the menu. Let's go back to our GPT chat. Here is what I wanna use, and let's start to the ask. And let's start to the ask creating our new menu. So here is the menu, as you can see, and actually this will be in main menu. Here's our code. As you can see, here's the function which is wrote for us, new one. and here is how it's working inside our main py. Let me will copy the main py and paste in our program. Go back to the main program, and I will just replace all of this information. And let's start the script. It's taking the long time still, but now it's not calculating straight away. Actually, it's, as you can see, the main menu. So we wanna start or exit. So let's start from the second one. We wanna exit. So existing program, it's done. As you can see, the goodbye. Let's start it again. Actually, it's really taking the long time, and let's start it. So when we will start, of course, it's taking the much time because it's starting the calculating, getting the information from our model from the internet. But still, we have some choices. We can, for example, the start calculate, or we can exit. Also, we need one more thing. When it was finished the calculating, we should have the choice to for example, recalculate or exit. And as you can see, we can do that. We can exit or we can start it. We have the main menu. It's really simple, but doesn't mean easy. It's really simple, but much enough for our functionality. Now it's time to update our code. We now want to save the previous result, and we need one more extra side menu, like see what we have in the previous result. So let's go back to our GPT chat and let's write updating. We wanna get the table like a database, and we want the new type of the menu, and let's see what he will give us. As you can see, it's already finished. We will use, for example, Postgres or like MySQL, it doesn't matter. And as you can see, here's the code. We just should create one new module. As you can see, here is new module. Another one we just should update. I will create the new module, and I will update my code. I already updated my code. Let's start our code. I run my code, and let's see what we'll get. Okay, we have the second one. As you can see, view previous the result. Perfect. Let's do the new calculation. So I will start my script again. I wanna get the new data, and look at here where you saving your program. We will get here one more script, which will be by db. In the end, you will see it right now. When it will finish calculate, it's still calculating, you will see your menu. Okay, here's my menu. As you can see, here's nothing. And now you can see new file. So it's the file where you're resulting it's saving. So let's say this is your database. Actually, it is database. How we can see our result? As you can see, here's my result, and I will close my program, I will terminate it, I will start it again, and let's say I wanna now recalculate the result. I wanna see the previous result. Just enough to say I wanna see the previous result, and done, you can see the previous result. So how it look like inside of the program? Let's copy our path. I wanna just copy the path and go to for example, dbviewer, or you can use any another, for example, like pgadmin or something like that, the program. The link to this program you will find below this video. Let's create the new database. I will use the popular one, and we are using I think this is SQLite, I think, but let's see. We will use SQLite, and here the path, and let's open it, and I wanna go here, and here is the MyDB. Let's open it, let's finish it. So here is my database. I will open, and here downloading the drivers. Let me wait. So drivers was updated, and you can see now this type of the menu. We interesting only the tables. I will go inside to the tables. Here the result, as you can see. Let's see the name of our results. Yes, and let's go back. And results. And what interesting for me, actually I'm interesting just these results. Let's see view table, and what we can see here. We can see here the commit ID, upload date, blah blah blah, and as you can see all the data here. And let's go see the inside data, and here you can see the commit ID is exactly the commit ID which is we get from the Speckle. The date it's same, and the file names also it's here, numbers and vols. So by this program you can see exactly what was saved inside to your database. So as you can see, everything is clear, everything working. Let me just to make clear this experiment, I will delete everything from my database. I will select it, I will delete it, and I will save it. As you can see now in my database, nothing. let me, I will go back to my program, and it's already running, as you can see. I just will start calculation again. I wait when it will finish. It's already finished, as you can see. I will go back to my database. I wanna see what's going on here inside. Right click and just refresh, and as you can see, all data is here. And this is really perfect, because if I will now update my model, for example, I will update this model again to the Speckle, I will get here the new data from the new stream, so it will be working. So at this point we already created a really functional program which is already getting our data from the Speckle, getting the data from the Revit, and we are already saving all this data in database. So this is really huge program, not the huge by code, it means by functionality it's already much than just getting the data. So we are saving it, we can view the previous one, and we can manipulate with this data. But let's see, here now you can see a lot of the commits, like when it's starting calculating, it's calculating all the commits what I have inside in my program. I will show you. Here is my program, as you can see, all these models, it's commits. So let's say you have like thousands, or maybe, okay, like hundreds, or maybe like 15 or 20 commits, and you should wait till it will finish calculate all of them. It's not so useful. So what we can do, we can choose what the type of which one commit, for example, you want to calculate. Let's ask the GPT to update our code to making like choice for the user. For example, if user not choosing any commits, it will be calculate everything. If the user choosing, for example, the commit number 1 and commit number 2, it will be calculating. So when it will finish, I will back. I updated my code, as you can see. We get here the more functionality for the way choosing the number 1, I mean the starting the calculation, and let's see how it's working. Start the program. Now when you start a program, you should again use the start first. Start calculation. Let's start the calculation, and now before it's starting calculation you can see all the commits, and here you have choice. You can choose one of them, or you just can press enter and calculate everything. For example, I wanna calculate only the second one, and let's write the number 2, just few seconds, and we will calculate only the commit number 2, as you can see. Now we can calculate everything. You remember, right? So just press enter, and now automatically will be calculate all the commits. As you can see, all commits it's already finished. It's already finished calculating, and so we already finished our program. It's working, perfectly working. Now we have the menu. Now we can see the previous result, and now we can choose exactly the number of the comment or the sum comment which is we wanna calculate. So this program now have some variation. It's really great, and we didn't write code at all. Just GPT was writing the code for us. This is really incredible things, as I think. At the time when you're watching this video, I will already will update the code on my GitHub. The link you will find below this video. So you can do the two things. You can just download it and work to do with this code whatever you want, or you can just create some pull requests and update this code and share with my audience. Maybe we will create something incredible. Who knows? Whatever. Link below the video, and for this tutorial it's finished. In the next tutorial we will create not just terminal user interface, we will create some user interface in web, so we will use HTML files and the Bootstrap. So if you are interested for that, just don't forget about the likes, share this video, and leave some comments with your idea. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.